What can I say? They dropped another great plugin. One of the hardest things for me to do every single time Native Instruments drops a new plugin is not to rush and go buy it. Now that was no different with Ignition Keys, their newest plugin that just dropped today. No, they did not send it to me, although I wish they had. I went out and bought this with my own money because after watching a couple reviews, I felt like it was gonna be worth it. And man, was I not disappointed. The question is, should you buy it too? Well, if you like this sound, or maybe even these sounds, and you should probably check out the rest of this review to check out how I made it to see if you're truly interested in this plugin. Let's get started. I think it'll be helpful at first just to start, and I'll quickly show you all the presets. We won't spend a lot of time, I'll just cycle through them real quick. If you don't want a quick listen through all the presets, just be sure to skip ahead to where I start showing you the plugin. Now this is a part of the Contact Play series, and most of these plugins work the same way. They'll have one sound on the A side, one sound on the B side, and then you can change the balance in between those two sounds here. And then you have all of your parameters down here as well, and you also have a randomize button down here that you can click just to kind of spice things up. And what that's doing is randomizing the two different A-B sounds. Something pretty cool here is when we start dialing into the tabs up here, we can really fine tune each sound once we've dialed in on that sound. And one of my favorite parts is this effects tab here. A lot of times when I'm wanting to create space with the sound, I'll go throw Native Instruments Replica on there. And Replica actually comes as a little part of this plugin. So we can have up to 6 effects on here. So what I'll do is I'll grab this delay and I'll scroll down to Replica. I can still choose between the main modes that Replica has. That sounded crazy cool. And you have your normal types of effects like reverb. And then it also really has a great sequencer on it. So we'll go over here, and let's turn the sequencer on. That's a little fast. Let's do some tweaking here. Slow that down. Let's lash it to C major. And then also latching it to a key like that will help you as you start to manipulate the sequence. Because now as we drag up, we can see we're going up a fourth, a fifth. Now if we turn on latch, it's never going to turn off. And then what retrigger will do is it'll restart the sequence once I start a new note. Not to mention you can go into the sequencer and also sequence all these other type of macros. It's incredibly powerful. But now let me show you how powerful it is creating an actual song. First we have this preset called Jumpy that really stood out to me. And you know I love a good piano sound, so listen to this preset. And then I found this just super fat, bassy type of synth. It just had so much thickness and space in it that I couldn't not put it in the song. And I just tapped into some super 80s vibe with this pluck low sound. And then I also use it as a really cool transition. I use this Venus preset a couple times, first as kind of a layering pad. And then I threw in also the higher register as kind of a counter melody. The astral projection preset stood out to me because of all the movement it had in it. Devious was really cool to add in because it added in some ear candy just to kind of keep the production moving. Put those all together and it sounds like this. Next I found this epic sounding choir-ish pad called Epic. Another piano sound that really stood out to me was Bad Dreams because it was just kind of, well, it didn't sound like a bad dream. I mean, if that's a bad dream, then put me in it. This cornucopia was good for just kind of some ear candy. Now I use the glider preset as kind of the lead for this course. Now something really easy to do is to copy that same thing and bring it down an octave and then pan them a little bit left and right, and then you can get a much fuller sound like this. And then I did the exact same thing with this awesome sounding piano. Put those all together and then it sounds like this. How many of you did I leave hanging by not putting a drop there? Alright, don't hate me, but I truly just wanted to show you how awesome this plugin is. I honestly think it was worth the $49 I paid for it, and it's going to be in a lot of my future productions. If you'd like to see another Native Instruments review where I look at their plugin piano colors, you can check that out here. But until next time, I'm Phil. Keep creating music.